ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 ॐ ऋतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। हरि ओम, सुप्रभातम and a very warm welcome. ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 41 ॐ उद्भवः क्षोभणो देव श्रीगर्भः परमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः व्यवसायो व्यवस्थानः संस्थानस्थानदो ध्रुवः परर्धिः परमस्पष्टस्तुष्टः पुष्टः शुभेक्षणः Ramo viramo virajo margo neyo nayo nayah Veerashaktimatam shrestho dharmo dharma viduttamah Vaikuntha purushah pranah pranadah pranavah prathuh Hiranyagarbha shatrughno vyapto vayuradhokshajah. Yesterday, we had completed up to the 411th Nama, Hiranyagarbha. The 412th Nama says, Shatrughnaha. Gnaha means the one who dispels, the one who removes, or more precisely, the one who eradicates or kills. And whom does Bhagavan kill? Shatruhu. Who are the Shatruhu for Bhagavan? If Bhagavan is everything, we have discussed this earlier also. If Bhagavan is everything, where is the question of Shatru? Then the explanation says, Tridasha Shatrun Hantiti Shatrugnaha. Tridasha Shatrun. It's a very interesting explanation Acharya Shankara gives. One who kills the enemies of Devatas, and Devatas are called Tridashas. What does that mean? One who have only 3 stages of life. Dasha can also mean a stage, a milestone, etc. So 3 dasha, the one who have got only 3. What are they? Childhood, boyhood, girlhood included, and eternal youth. And after that they don't grow. So for them they are not subject to old age or death. Eternally they are youth. That is why many people wait for going to Swarga. Why going to Swarga? Because there I can always be in youthhood. No old age, no growth after that in terms of age. So all those which are related to old age, etc. will not be there. Param Pujya Gurudev, while he was speaking on some other text, once he said, in Swarga, doctors cannot go. Why? No patients. Like that he would make some comments. In Swarga, in the Devaloka, up to youthhood alone there is so-called growth. And after that, they eternally remain in youthhood. Therefore, Tridasha Shatrun Hanti. Tridasha here refers to Devatas, and Devatas Shatrun. Who are they? Obviously, Rakshasas. This is one meaning. Another meaning is, to reach that sthana of a Devata, one must do lot of punya karma and one must be extremely dharmic. And you and I, with so much of flaws in us, so much of wrong activities, wrong tendencies, wrong thinking in us, for us, those very wrong tendencies, thinking, etc. are our Shatrus. And Bhagavan will kill all those wrong things in us only when the conditions are very clear. Ananyaha chintayantaha ye janaha mamupa pariupasate. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. Here means what? When they are completely surrendered unto me, then I will take care of them. What is that taking care of them? Taking care of their physical health, taking care of their mental health, and also giving enough knowledge at the intellectual level, for which I must make myself available. Think. When I am not available for Bhagavan to change my wrong natures of life, swabhavas of life, what can Bhagavan also do? Bhagavan will say, okay, when you mature, when you become purified, at that time, I will take care of you. Till then, enjoy your life or suffer your life, whatever. Karma phala continues. The one who has surrendered, for him, Shatrun Hanti. He will remove the Shatru. And here, the one who surrenders with purity of mind is what is very clearly indicated. And of course, in this particular context, Acharya has written Tridasha Shatrun. Devatas and their enemies Bhagavan will kill. It also applies to us. When we become worthy of getting purified, then Bhagavan will automatically remove all the kleshas in us. That is why Tulsidasi says, I am not capable of removing kamadi dosha rahitam kuru manasancha. Therefore, with that, Shatrugnaha, Bhagavan is the one who removes all the Shatrus of Devatas. Vyaptaha. What is Vyaptaha? Karanatvena sarva karyanam vyapanat vyaptaha. Karanatvena, being the cause of everything. This meaning has come in very many namas before also. So one who is the all-pervasive reality, who is the very cause of everything, pervades the cause. And he, being one who pervades the cause, vyapakatvat vyaptaha, vyapanat vyaptaha. Vayuhu. Vayuhu, we all know, air, breeze. Vati gandham karoti iti vatuhu, it is said here. Meaning what? Bhagavan also being the air factor, one among the 5 Panchamahabhutas created by Bhagavan, he being, remember, time and again we have to recollect these thoughts, time and again we have to remember this. What? Tatsrishtva tadeva anupravishat. He pervaded into what he has created. Therefore, in air also Bhagavan alone is there, and by that movement of air, he carries the fragrance of purity. He carries the fragrance, meaning what? Of course, from the literal standpoint, when you probably light one agarbatti, and then the fumes of the agarbatti carries the fragrance of the agarbatti. Is it not? And therefore he is called as Vayuhu. Adhokshajaha, a very beautiful nama. Adhaha na kshiyate jatu yasmat tasmat adhokshajaha. Adaha na kshiyate, the one who does not decline from his nature, one who does not fall down from his status. What is his status? He is the supreme. He is the ultimate. While he has created the entire world, and while he has entered into the entire world and he is everything, at the same time, world cannot disturb him. World cannot pull him down from that status in the name of ragadveshadi vairinaha. Therefore, Bhagavan never falls down, seeing that everything is he himself. When everything is he himself, where is the question of falling in love and working towards accomplishment of that? He is everything. Therefore, there is no reason for him to come down to a common level like what we think. He remains always at that status. Therefore, adhokshajaha. Thus says Mahabharata in the Udyoga Parva. Again, adhaha means down. Aksham means sky. And ja, to be born as. Virat Purusha, one extending from earth to sky, is called Virat Purusha, the one who incarnated as the Virat Purusha, extending from earth to sky. Adhokshajaha. Therefore, also he is called Adhokshajaha. Another meaning is Adhokshat Jayate iti Adhokshajaha. Here, Creator Brahma is born out of Bhagavan's navel. And therefore, Adhoksha means navel, and one who is born out of the navel of the Lord is called Creator Brahma, who is also called Adhokshajaha. And then Bhagavan himself is Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. We have already discussed. Therefore, as Brahma, Creator Brahma, Bhagavan himself also can be called Adhokshajaha. Therefore, Bhagavan is Adhokshajaha. With this, we enter into the next shloka, 45th shloka. Ritu Sudarshana Kalah Parameshthi Parigraha Ugras Samvatsaro Daksho Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. Ritu Sudarshana Kalah Parameshthi Parigraha Ugras Samvatsaro Daksho Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. Another beautiful 10 namas of Bhagavan, starting from Rituhu. Rituhu means season. Kala indicates Kala. Kalatmana Ritu Shabdena Lakshyate iti Rituhu, writes Acharya Shankara. Ritu means season, and season indicates time. Bhagavan is in the form of seasons also. What do you mean by season? We all know, we are aware actually. Just for to mention, for the benefit of people who are not aware, while dealing with this particular topic, then we should also deal with it in its entirety. Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, Varsha Ritu, Sharad Ritu, and Shishira Ritu. These are all the Ritus. People who are performing puja regularly, in the Sankalpa mantra we all say, we indicate what Ritu it is. Bhishma Ritau, Sharad Ritau, ityadi we say. Vasanta Ritu indicates spring. Now this is one small chart. We will deal with it more in detail. Vasanta Ritu is called the king of seasons, which is spring, which will be mild and very pleasant weather. Now, before we go through this, one very important point I would like to inform. These are approximate timings. Like for example, Vasanta Ritu, February to April we have indicated, as indicated by Shastra. However, two very important factors regarding this we have to understand. First is, we are talking in terms of Bharata Punya Bhumi. These seasons can change in the other parts of the globe. There are variations in the other parts of the globe. What is summer to us may not mean the same time there. That there the seasons may be different. In other parts of the globe, at various parts, seasons may vary. So, what date we have approximately given here refers only to India, to the Bharata. First. Second, even at Bharata, even in our Punya Bhumi, we see there is a lot of changes happening over a period of Kala, over a period of time. In fact, even much before Shivaratri, it is said the cold season will leave chanting Shiva Shiva, and then the cold season will leave and then summer starts. But we all know January end itself the kind of heat starts up, and even before Shivaratri we have lot of hot days, isn't it? So there are changes in the seasons also in terms of the climatic conditions. Now we have so many references to it. We have ozone layers which are breaking up. So many climate problems. And now climate is a very big issue in the global political frame. Is it not? Climate change is a very important factor. So we do find there are a lot of climate changes that are happening. But from the standpoint of the Shastra, which has given these data, we will see with that. Of course, these can slightly change in terms of days. We say February to April. Sometimes the pleasantness goes away much before Shivaratri. Summer starts. In March itself, summer starts sometimes. But then these are the time period that the Shastras have given. So you can adjust yourself accordingly. But then the seasons are there. All the 6 seasons we do experience. So from that standpoint, Vasanta Ritu is called as the king of seasons. And during this period, the Chaitra Masa and Vaishakha Masa, this particular season is to appear. Okay, and during this season, I have given one list of functions, celebrations, festivals which we go through. During Vasanta Ritu, we have Vasanta Panchami, Yugadi, some say Ugadi, some say Yugadi, whatever. Gudi Padwa, Shri Ramanavami, Vishu, Bihu, Vaishakhi, Puttandu, Vaishakhi Puttandu, and then Hanuman Jayanti or Hanumat Jayanti. All these functions come within this particular season. Then comes Grishma Ritu, which is the summer. The one which grows gradually into a very hot weather. And summer is like that, isn't it? Jyeshtha Masa to Ashada Masa, we find these particular season, this particular climatic conditions. And during this period we have Ratha Yatra and then Guru Purnima celebrations. Sometimes Guru Purnima nowadays comes in July. Earlier, slowly, it used to be in June, slowly it has moved. As I told, there are a lot of changes that are happening in the conditions also. Guru Purnima used to be there, now it is in July of late. Then comes Varsha Ritu, monsoon, where it rains. When I say rains heavily, again conditions apply. Probably I should have put one asterisk there, conditions apply karke. But I didn't want to use commercial language, therefore I have not used it. But rainy season, rain will be there according to the geographical and latitude, longitude, and so many factors come into picture for rains to come. And in this beautiful period, we have Sri Krishna Janmashtami and Onam. These are the functions which we celebrate in India. Sharad Ritu, autumn. Now the summer slowly recedes and brings in a pleasantness in the atmosphere. And Ashvina, Kartika Masa, we have Ganesha Chaturthi, Navaratri, Vijayadashami, Sharad Purnima, ityadi functions are there. Again and again I repeat, there are variations in dates. Okay. Hemanta Ritu, the pre-winter. The most pleasant time of the year, Margashirsha and Pausha Masa, where we have Deepavali and Bhai Dooj in the north. Shishira Ritu, winter season, the coldest time of the year, again conditions apply. Magha and Falguna Masa, we have these functions, Lohri, Pongal in Tamil Nadu, Makara Sankranti in Karnataka, Maharashtra, etc. And then we have the most wonderful Mahashivaratri during this period. Of course, Mahashivaratri, as you all know, sometimes comes in February, sometimes moves to March. This time we have Mahashivaratri on the 1st of March 2022. So here it has been given December to February. So such small changes will definitely be there. With this, the seasons are indicated and they are called Ritu. The next Nama is Sudarshanaha. Anyway, one point, all these seasons are nothing but expressions of Bhagavan, and Bhagavan himself is there in all these seasons. Therefore, he is called Rituhu. That is the final point. Sudarshanaha. Shobhanam nirvana phalam darshanam jnanam asya iti sudarshanaha. His darshana. Darshana means not the physical way what we are seeing. We do see a pratibimba, rupa like this, or any other devatas also. We do see. But here the indication is very clear. His darshana through knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of Bhagavan. Parampuja Gurudev would say, K-N-O-W, God. No God, K-N-O-W. Again K-N-O-W, peace, P-E-A-C. No God, no peace. No God, no peace. What is this no God? When I don't understand, when I don't have the knowledge of Bhagavan, then what I am is, I am a pakka samsari. When I am not having the knowledge of Bhagavan, then I am deeply drawn, pulled into the samsarika jivana, and therefore what comes out of that is only pain. Acharya says, Bhavasukhe doshaha anusandhiyatam. So how do I come out of that? Gain the knowledge of Supreme. And this knowledge will give us the vision of what is this samsara and what is it that I am seeking and what is the destination of my aspiration. Bhagavan alone is the destination. Think. Therefore, without the knowledge of Bhagavan, peace will go to pieces. Therefore, Shobhanam. What is Shobhanam? That which is auspicious. Nirvana phalam. Nirvana phalam, the knowledge of Bhagavan as the Nirvana, the one who is beyond all attributes. And Tat Jnanam Darshanam. Jnanam Darshanam meaning what? Gaining the knowledge of Bhagavan and then seeing him as the knowledge. Asya iti Sudarshanaha. Since it is Shobhana, since it is Shobhanam, since it is auspiciousness, auspiciousness normally is indicated with the prefix called Su. He is called as Sudarshanaha. Continuing. Sukhena darshyate bhaktaihi itiva Sudarshanaha. Sukhena darshyate. Sukhena darshyate meaning what? With lot of joy, Bhagavan is the easiest way to experience. By whom? Devotees. This is a very, very, very important point. Drishyate sukhena. Drishyate meaning what? Bhagavan comes into the heart of the devotees. Drishyate, you can see him. And how? Sukhena. You can see him comfortably. All of us have got a very wrong ideas about Bhagavan. And we say, Bhagavan cannot be seen at all. Nobody has seen. Therefore, some people conclude, what? Bhagavan is not there. But the Shastras say, Bhagavan's drishya is the most comfortable. Sukhena drishyate to whom? Bhaktaihi. To all those devotees. Iti va sudarshanaha. Bhaktaihi has to be analyzed. All of us claim ourselves to be devotees. This I have spoken several times. All of us claim to be devotees, but how good devotees, how intense devotees we are? What is the intensity of our devotion? Think. Our devotion normally, I am talking of general, common, normal people, exceptions sustained. There are exceptions. I will come to that also. Who are the exceptions? Commonly we find Bhagavan is objectified as a supplier. Human being normally take Bhagavan to be a supplier. Supplier of what? Supplier of all my desires. I desire something, then Bhagavan has to bring it to me. And we unintelligently, foolishly bribe Bhagavan also. How? Bhagavan, let my daughter get married, then I will give you this and this. In our olden days, the very old days, that time all these lakhs and crores and all were not at all talked of. Money was not at all an important factor earlier days actually. One small yellow cloth, 1.25 rupees, 1 rupee coin and a 25 paisa coin would be tied as a sankalpa and then kept in front of the Lord. Bhagavan, let this happen. And then I will do this. In Kannada we say harke. Sankalpa. What is sankalpa? Bhagavan, we bribe him. One is, when I say bribe him, when we do it not with an intention of goodness, but with an intention of swartha. When there is swartha bhavana, then that is called as bribe. When the same thing is done with niswartha bhavana, then it is sankalpa. Please keep the difference very clearly. Whatever I do, whatever I take a sankalpa, Bhagavan, I will come to Tirupati, or I will go to Shabarimala, or I will go to whoever is your Ishta Devata. To that Kshetra I will go. I will come to Kashi, I will come to Amarnath, or Chardham Yatra, all that I will come the moment you get this thing done. Who is Bhagavan? Is he our manager? Is he our CEO, our company's CEO? Who is Bhagavan? What have we understood of Bhagavan? Think. Param Pujya Gurudev would say, Bhagavan will bless, and therefore we go to Bhagavan and ask him for everything like a beggar. Think. When we go to the temple, what do we ask in Bhagavan? Our temple visits are, again please note, by and large, exception sustained. By and large, when we go to temple, we only beg. In fact, we don't go to temple otherwise, most of the cases. Or some people go to temple as a, mechanical visit. Or some people go to temple for meeting somebody else. It becomes a joint, it becomes a meeting point. And we also see in very many temples, people go, of course, they have devotion. I don't, please note, I am not against anything or something like that. I don't doubt their devotion or something like that. But if you honestly think, you will find Bhagavan is one among the many agendas on my visit to the temple. Bhagavan is only one of the items. Think. Mama kutumbanam kshema, stairya, virya, vijaya, ayuhu, arogya, aishwarya, abhivriddhyartam, divya santana praptyartam, all that, and finally, in case I remember, Sadguru Prasada Siddhyartam cha, Parameshwara Prithyartam cha. Think. Is this what we have understood of Bhagavan? Then how am I wrong saying that we are seeing Bhagavan as a supplier? I order and I pay one price for that and then say supply. Think. Bhakti is not utility oriented devotion. Bhakti is when I want nothing other than Bhagavan. Bhagavan alone is everything. And I become a total dasa of Bhagavan, asking nothing, demanding nothing, expecting nothing, anticipating nothing, aspiring for nothing. That is what is called as bhakti. And we do have so many great dasa parampara, so many great bhaktas who they completely surrender at the feet of the Lord, asking nothing. Think. Vasudeva Vigataga Sangha, Vasudeva Vigataga Sangha, Tavadasoham Dasoham, Tavadasoham Dasoham, Tavadasoham Dasoham. Dasaru. He sings so beautifully. He says, Jivantargata Jivaniyamaka Jiva Vilakshana Jivanada Jivadharaka Jiva Rupa Rajiva Bhavajanaka Jiveshwara Tavadasoham Dasoham Jivanam Ishwaraha Tam Aham Dasaha. Think. Mantra Yantramaya Mantra Bijamaya Mantra Rajaguru Mantra Dhrita Mantra Meva Maha Mantra Gamya Vara Mantra Deva Jagannatha Vitala Tavadasoham Dasoham Dharma Yupa Maha Dharma Vivardhana Dharma Viduttama Dharma Nide Dharma Sukshma Maha Dharma Samrakshaka Dharma Sakshi Yama Dharma Mitra Tavadasoham Dasoham. Such beautiful creation of our Dasa Parampara to inspire, to bring such wonderful bhavana towards Bhagavan. Today you open the YouTube, you will have hundreds of bhakti rasa in that. But all said and done, you find 85% of them making it only for commercial purposes. While I watch the TV, I am definitely moved. I am definitely touched. I definitely feel that bhavana of the songs. But how many of us continue that bhavana? We immediately say, such beautiful song, such wonderful song, and then we share it to 10-15 people and forget it once for all. Think. Bhakti is far beyond all these activities. Bhakti is when I have nothing else other than Bhagavan in my mind. Therefore, to such people who has understood the nature of Bhagavan through knowledge, no doubt, at the same time with love. Love which asks for nothing. Not that cheap third rate of love what we are talking of in the world. This is love where the identity is completely surrendered at the feet of the Bhagavan. And in fact, in that pinnacle of devotion, there is no two, there is only Bhagavan. The Bhakta melts himself and pours it into the feet of Bhagavan. And for such people, Bhagavan will give darshan. That is how Narendra, when he went to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and he asked, have you seen God? He said, yes. confidently. I have seen God, I can also show him to you. Look at the strength of those words. Because of his devotion. Think. And that totally changed, a transformation where Narendra became Swami Vivekananda. Think. What can't faith move? Faith can move mountains. These are all statements, no doubt. But yes, it has its strength. And once we gain the darshan, the true reality of Bhagavan, nothing more we require in life. Therefore, such devotees are blessed by Bhagavan by giving darshan. How does he give darshan? By removing all our ajnanam, all our avaranam. He will remove, and with that removal of ajnana, removal of avarana, one comes to see, not anywhere, somewhere in the 11th cloud or somewhere, in one's own hridaya kuhara madhye, kevalam brahma matram. This experience of aham brahma eva, and I am not this body, mind and intellect. This experience comes only when, one, I surrender the individuality, and two, when Bhagavan blesses me with knowledge, for which 100% unconditional, total, absolute, complete surrender at the feet of the Lord alone is the way. There is no other way. And once you do that, tarayishyati avashyam. He will take us on the other side. Sudarshanaha Kalaha. This we will see tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.